I'm in a book slump and I don't know what to do. Anyways, I love Dettol and I love the smell of Dettol, and guys, hello everyone, it is Tuesday. I'm looking around my room because I feel like it's a disaster. I don't know if there's anything in here that's like I need to deal with. Anyways, I haven't been home in a very long time. I'm wearing my Peter Rabbit pajamas. They're Christmas ones. And you know what? I don't care. I don't care that they're Christmas ones. Now guys, yesterday I wanted yesterday to be a productive day. And it was. Okay, I did some of my TAFE assignments. Yay! Well, you know, in the morning I should have gone to a lecture, but then I went with someone to like an appointment thing, and that was more important. So this week, right, I have some goals. Continuing the TAFE assignments, because I let TAFE get behind because it wasn't a priority for me. Terrible, I know. Okay, I'm now like, no, I need to do this. So I need to sort out all my TAFE assignments. I also need to catch up on uni, because essentially last week Monday was a public holiday, but I still technically had we didn't have a lecture, but there was a lecture later on in the week, and it was like you just have to catch it up. And did I? No. Need to do that. Need to catch up this one. Need to catch up a tutorial for that. That's 3 things. And then last week I did take notes in lecture, because I did go. I went to lecture on Thursday. Well, I need to actually take more notes for that, because like I had a good streak, and then I got distracted and I lost focus, and I find it so hard to focus. And then it's like my mind just wanders, and then I'm like, oh wait. And that's how I've always been. And I need to look at like, well, I know what I need to do, but like, why can't I just be normal? I do want to be productive. At some point this week, I would like to go to my parents' house, and I'm gonna take my bike, because I haven't gone bike riding in forever. I'm gonna actually get to that in a second. And my running shoes, because they were good quality shoes. And I not want to be like, I have so many things I need to buy. I need to be saving money, and it's an entire situation. Oh my god, I have a festival this weekend. I'm going to Laneway. I need to pay my friend for accommodation for that. I need to figure that out, because she was like, guys, don't worry, I'm going to book the accommodation. She booked accommodation, and then we all need to pay, but I don't actually know how much the accommodation was. I do want to do my own version of 75 hard, so obviously it wouldn't be 75 hard, but like my own version. There are specific things that I think that like I would do and I'd be able to do very easily, but then there are other things that I'm like, I would not do. 2 gallons of water is like, it's like over 3 liters of water a day, which is a lot of water. And I think when you're looking at like who created 75 hard, it was a 45-year-old man, and I think his body composition and what he needs as a 45-year-old male is different to a 20-year-old female. You know what I'm saying? My goal would be to drink between 2 to 3 liters of water a day, because like that's like my drink bottle thing, my Hello Kitty one. That's like a liter of water basically. And if I drink 2 of them and then a little bit and a little more, like that's easy to do, because if you do have too much water, it can be bad for you. So I would modify that, which like then you're not doing it. I know, I'm aware, so I'm not doing it. Wait, no, okay, that was really mean. I get very like, the 2 45-minute workouts I could do, but the one outdoor workout, I'm a little bit nervous. Like I used to love going on runs, love going on walks. It was like my favorite thing to do. I loved my neighborhood. There were these woods, I'd love going through them, but I kind of got a bit scared, because then there was just like constant things, like you know how you have like community pages for your suburb? There was just constantly people talking about like dog attacks, and like serious dog attacks in my neighborhood, and it was like kids were going to hospital, kids were needing stitches, dogs were needing stitches, dogs need to go to the vet. Like it was disastrous, and it was like such an uproar, because people were saying you need to like keep your dogs locked up. And like, to be fair, like my neighborhood, it was always like pretty, like people like they don't really believe in leads. Like you'll be walking and you'll see people's dogs and they won't have a lead, and the dog will come up to you and will jump on you, and the owner is awkward like, oh, I'm sorry. And so like obviously like that dog is unleashed, so if they were vicious, whatever. And it is kind of like, well, if you can't get, and there was an incident one time where like this dog was like trying to get to me, the owners were doing nothing about it, and then I was just standing there because I'm just like, well, I wanted to take this dog, like I I was just very calm about it, obviously, because if you run, the dog's gonna chase you. So I just like was there, and the dog was in the middle of the road, and they were like, I'm so sorry, and I'm like, yeah, like, well, I'm concerned about your dog. It's in the middle of the road. This is a busy road. Like, can you, like, it wasn't busy. Okay, that's a lie, it wasn't busy, but like cars would go on there, and I'm like, I just don't want him to get hurt by getting run over because in the middle of the road. And they were just that, actually I forgot about that, but yeah, there's always been like instances like that. Like, I will say, like, it is annoying because you'd be walking, and like, I love dogs, but there are some dogs that I don't like. I mean, if it's a dog that I do like, I don't care, but some of them I'm like, get that thing off of me. Like, it jumps on you and then whatever. So that was never a problem. When I would bike ride when I was young, because it's going back, like, I haven't bike ridden in forever, but there was this house, and every single time you would bike ride past it, the dog would come flying out, and it would jump on you, and it would play, and like, it was a pretty big dog, but like, that dog was cute. It was different to the other one that was like annoying me, because the dog that was trying to get to me was like one of those curly haired dogs, and like, I'm sorry, there's one dog I can't do. The dog that would always run out and jump, I don't know like what it was. It was definitely like, it was like a mixed breed, but it was really cute. But like, if you were scared of dogs, you wouldn't want that, and you wouldn't want to play with it, because it'd be like, hello. So yeah, there's always been a problem with that, but it was just like, then people were just ramping up like the amount of times there were complaints about like dog attacks in the neighborhood. Then I was like, I don't want to walk out because I don't want to be attacked by a dog. Do you know what I'm saying? So anyways, how did I get on this rant? Oh yeah, I'm ranting about like starting potentially a new challenge. So if I did, it would just be 2 45-minute workouts, and preferably one outside, preferably one where I walk around. But I don't really know this area. Like, if I was to walk around, like, I don't know. And every single time I've gone on walks before, like, I've had people with me. So I've been either with my friends, or I've been with my family, or I've been with someone. In this case, I don't have that. I do kind of want to do some like version of 75 hard. 10 pages a day, like non-fiction book, progress picture, 2 workouts, fine. And if I did do the challenge properly, like, I would do all the things, but like, obviously I'm not. And then the other thing is the diet thing, where it's like no cheat meals and no alcohol. I could not do it for those reasons, because cheat meals, what do you mean? I love sweet treats, and I used to deprive myself of sweet treats, and I'm never doing that again, because like, life's too short for that. I love sweet treats. I really eat whatever I want. I would say that I eat pretty healthy. Like, the only thing I would do is definitely make sure that I'm eating like the right recommended servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. It's very easy to do because it's just about like being intentional, I guess. And then I can't remember the other rules. I feel like I'm forgetting something. The workouts, water, progress picture, reading, food. I know something else, and I feel like I've just forgot about it. But I do want to do something like that. I need to clean my room. Like, my room is so bad. I'm in like a massive reading slump. Like, I am in like, I think one of the worst reading slumps of my life. Like, I haven't read a single book this year. I started 2 books last month. There are so many books I want to read, but I also haven't been buying any books because I feel disconnected from reading, and I don't know why. Anyways, guys, I've been ranting here for 10 minutes, which is wild. I would like to clean my space, do some stuff like that. I don't know if I need to do any washing. Maybe I can check the weather today to see if like it's worth it to put on any washing and hang it up outside. But yeah, there's some stuff in my car and stuff. Like, this little thing's just weighing on my mind, but the main thing I need to do today, I need to submit my tape assignment today, because ideally, like, I wanted to do it last week and I didn't. So I guess that's this week's thing, and I want to get it done today, and I want to catch up on uni, and I want to clean, and there are lots of like little things I want to do. So I need to like stop talking and just do it. I need to fix this hair, because like, what is going on here? I don't know. I look how I feel, and that's not very good. So I'm hungry. I need to go downstairs to like get my breakfast, but also I have been loving having eggs, but I ate all my eggs and I didn't purchase any more because I just wasn't home, and I'm like, well, I don't want to buy something and then like not be home and not be able to eat it, but I'm sure I can find something that I have. I know I have bread because I always have bread. I keep it in the freezer. Like, I don't know if you're even supposed to do this, but I have bread. Like, I'll have like the soft bread, and then I get very nervous things are gonna go moldy, so I just put it in the freezer, and then whenever I want, I just like toast it. Oh my god, wait, I have spaghetti. This is why I always have I always feel like in my household I want to always have bread and spaghetti, and my whole thing was I always wanted to have eggs as well, but like, they do go bad. But I have spaghetti. I do love spaghetti, and there was a phase last year where like, I was eating it so much. It's just like easy and delicious, and it does fill you up. So I think I will have that. Maybe make a smoothie. I don't have any spinach, but I can still have like strawberries and mango, and I think I got dragon fruit as well. And I might put them all together or I might not. So that is my giant board. I would like to maybe put some things on there that I need to do to remind myself of things. So do some planning. I want to get back into journaling. But I think, yeah, the main things I need to do is I need to like clean my space. I also do want to wash my sheets. My sheets are white and I need to use bleach on them. Because essentially, like, I had an injury, I had a few injuries, and there is blood and pus on the sheets. Tried to read Bunny, Broken Country. Did you guys see that Colleen Hoover released a new book? One of her books did get me back into reading when I was like 15. Reading actual books, because at that time all I was reading was medical, just over and over again. And also, guys, I do need to read Alchemized, but like, I started reading it, and then, I don't know, I was like, it feels different, and I prefer medical. But then I had to remind myself, like, I read medical when I was 14 years old. Okay, and I was obsessed with it since I was 14 years old. I'm no longer 14 and 15 and 16 years old. Like, I'm 20, okay? I'm almost 21. Like, every single time I reread medical, like, I love it. But, you know, there is a lot of, like, there are lots of scenes which would have been so much more interesting to have seen rather than just, like, said in a few sentences. I put it aside because I loved it. I'm in a book slump and I don't know what to do. So I might, like, actually peruse my bookshelves and see if I have anything that, like, I can just turn my mind off and listen to. Something that's, like, not serious at all. I read the Twisted series, right? Now, those books are not, like, the most beautiful piece of literature you'll ever get, but I was in like a flow state when I read those books. I read them like back to back to back. So I think I need something like that where I can just like turn my mind off, but like it's kind of a series, but it's kind of not, and just like literally just like turn my mind off and just consume like nothing. Otherwise I need to go the opposite way and then listen to some like sort of self-help motivational thing. Okay, this is what I have so far. I need to put in like when I work and uni and like other things obviously will be on there, but for the time being, this is just what I have so far. Guys, accidentally almost sliced off the top of my thumb. Don't even know how I did it. I genuinely do not know how I even did it. I also have cottage cheese and apple, but this is gonna be my breakfast. And then I will have spaghetti maybe later, I think. Guys, this is like, I don't even know what this is. This is pasta. And it's not even my pasta, it's from the girl who used to live here, but it's one of the ones that had the really long use by date. Well, she's not gonna use it because I literally have no food really, and I am too lazy to go to the shops. And then I will clean this, but I didn't have anything for the sauce, so I just like, I found this is from ages ago that I used, and then these are like the only seasonings that I have, so I've been using them. And then almond milk because there's no cream. And then that as well, because like I had that for my vodka pasta. And then I did add, oh whoops, I need to stir this. I did add vodka in this, but I added way too much by accident. Because I just like free poured it. So that's wonderful. And there's also pasta water in here, and I'm gonna add cheese. But like, literally, what is this? The sauce actually doesn't taste bad, so I mean that's a slave. Okay guys, I've done the best with what I've got. Like I've done everything I can do with what I have. I've done the best with what I've got. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Guys, honestly, I'll give you a taste test. Because like I tasted the sauce and it tasted nice. Well, like it's not the best I've ever had, but like it tasted pretty good. Okay, I'm going to try to eat it. Guys, why is this actually good? I used almond milk because there was no cream. Like even normal milk. This is actually a lot better than what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting anything. It's like I have no onion, I have no garlic. I only have the garlic powder, which I dumped in here. I literally only had paprika and chili flakes and cheese. Not bad. And now I'm not going to starve. So I'm at my TBR. I actually think I need like a thriller because last year in October I read so many scary books and I feel like that is what I need. So I'm gonna just look through and then I think pick something to read, I guess, and then when I need to do stuff I'll listen to it and like switch. So I'm picking this because it looks creepy, and that's the back. I'm not gonna read it out yet, but you can like pause it if you want to read it. But I've heard good things about this and I really love this cover, so I'm just gonna listen to it, go into it without any expectation, without knowing what it's about, because I feel like that's what makes books more fun, and then we can go from there. I'm back, and do you know what? I have had enough. How did I do those things? No, but you know what? The night is still young. Anyways, I'm disinfecting my fingers. It's like really not bad at all. but I get queasy with like hands and fingers, and it makes me nervous. Anyways, I have a bunch of books here because I'm going to film a February TBR. I'm wearing my red last year's Valentine's Day pajamas. There's so many cute things that I had this year, but I will never buy anything full price, and 20% off is a scam because they will always have sales, and then like when those sales are on, like all the stuff is there. And realistically, like I'm not very fussy with like the size of my pajamas. Like obviously I have my preferred size, but then sometimes I'm like, well, sometimes like I want it to be like my like perfect size, like this size that like fits me like perfectly, and I like that. But then sometimes I want like a bigger and more like oversized and more comfy, you know. But I'm wearing this because Halloween and everything, Valentine's and everything. Please tell me I did not say Halloween. Anyways, I love Dettol, and I love the smell of Dettol, and I really do love it. But I hate getting cuts on my hands and fingers because I just am like so aware of it, and it just like annoys me. Like it deeply annoys me. Anyways, I'm doing that, and then I'll film my TBR and I'm just gonna post it. What day is it today? I don't know. It's like very early on. I can look at my calendar that I made. It is the 3rd of... Why did I almost say December? What is wrong with me? The 3rd of February today. And yeah, also guys, I love moving out. I don't know if I've actually given an update on that. I love having like my own house. Obviously it's not mine, like I rent, but I pay rent and I pay the bills. And like obviously I do not live here by myself, but I love it so much. I love having my own bathroom, my own space. I would say there were some negative things, but I'm not getting into that because that's negative, and I don't want to be negative this year. Like I really want to be like positive and like grateful and just really thankful for the things. And I know I just get very stressed out, but like when I'm very grateful for things, like sometimes like the stress like kind of is overtaken when I'm like really grateful for something. I really love where I live, and it's kind of surreal to me that like I have moved out, like even though it's been like 2 months now. It's been like over 2 months that I've been living here. Also but I do have a concern. I do want a lock jam off my door. Like my door is there, the one that's shut, and there's no lock on it, and I kind of want to get, is that what it's called, like the lock jam is like something to like just like no one can, because like I am like a very paranoid person. I don't know, it was very strange. Like I'm not someone who likes sleeping with my door open. When I lived at home, like at my family's house, I would always have my door open, and I was the only person in my house that had the door open. Like everyone else had the door shut. I always had mine open, and it was fine. Like if anyone asked about it or like they had problems with it, I could be like, well, my cat needs to be able to get in and out of my room. But really it was just because I didn't like it, because I'd always have dreams about being trapped, not being able to get out. As a child, like I would have them consistently, and my room was always like, but in my dreams, the rooms were always like creepy. So I think like that fear has been instilled in me as a child, and I just always wanted my door to be open. Which like, yes, it's weird because everyone else in my family has it shut, but like I'm the only person who has it open. But ever since like moving out, I like my door shut, which is very strange, and I don't know like where that switch came from. I'm just like, no, I want the door shut. And yeah, but now I'm like, I want a lock, which is very strange because I went from like always wanting the door to be open to like now being like, I want it to be locked. Also, I miss my cat so much, so I think I'm gonna visit her this week, and then like my family, I guess. No, that sounds bad. No, but like I don't know, I feel like my family has like work and stuff, and I'm not gonna be home, but whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna film this like little TBR thing, my February TBR. I guess I'll try to do my tape assignment. My room is just so warming. I'm so good at cleaning like downstairs. Like I love cleaning kitchens, living rooms, stuff like that. Like even when I lived in my family's house, I was like that. Like I'd clean the entire house, and then my room would be like a disaster. And like I don't know how does that translate. Guys, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm listening to this book and getting it done. Also this morning, someone cleaned my windows. Like I woke up and I was like, somebody's cleaning my windows. I'm gonna listen to this and finish it, and then my room will be clean. And I will show you the before and after. I'm so excited for you to see the improvement. It's a nice colour because I think the blueberries make it a good colour, and then it's got mango, and then everything but the spinach. The spinach does make it look hideous though. Like the spinach makes it look terrible, but that looks good, and it does taste good. But it looks so much better in here. You can see the floor. Oh, I actually, my special fairy loop blanket. Spotless in here. Aside from that, the floors are scrubbed. It's really lemon water, freshly washed sheets, freshly washed blankets, all new clothes, no dirty washing. I'm so excited.
When you judge the broadness of
The struggle meal survived, and it has cottage cheese, but the cottage cheese actually makes it taste really good, so it's a good thing it tastes good considering the actual mechanism is like very frustrating and annoying. What do I need to get? Do I just need... I was wondering where this was. I'm gonna stay in here for now. I might take it. I don't know. That was my birthday dress. Need these as well. I leftover pasta in there. Did my grocery shopping. And this is my sandwich. Literally, cottage cheese makes it taste a lot better. Iced coffee and eggs and cottage cheese. Okay guys, don't mind my appearance. It is so hot outside. It's so hot. And I just came back from my lab, my show. I did wear this little dress because I didn't want to put on pants and a t-shirt because that was 2 extra steps, and I was running late this morning, so I was like racing. I want to say I love having a clean environment, clean room. I love the fact that everything of mine is now officially unpacked, and I have a few more stuff in my parents' house which I need to at some point go and sort out. I need to either decide if I'm going to put them in storage tubs and then put them in like my garage, or if like it's just time to get rid of things, you know. That is not today's problem. Today's problem is, well, today's a Friday. I'm so glad that I actually went to my tutorial. I really wanted this tutorial to be yesterday. Really badly wanted to, like, after my lecture. It didn't end up working out like that, but I do like to think that some of these things happen because every single time I have wanted to be a different lab or different tutorial than the one I'm supposed to be in, it's always been good. And this case, it was very good. I met these lovely, wonderful girls. We actually stayed after and talked for like ages, which was really nice. And I'm so glad that I have like made friends, because all my friends, they, because of how I did my degree, like they have like graduated and they're in honours now. So I'm not doing that with them. So that's sad, but like I was fully preparing to like to never make any uni friends because I've already made all my uni friends, and like I had friends from like my different degree, and so it was like whatever. But I was pleasantly surprised. So that was fun. And I really like the lady who's doing my tutorial. She did another one of my tutorials, and I really like that. And I like the way that she teaches because she's big on like writing things down before like just saying them. So she'll explain the answers but then also have them written down, which is good because when someone can say something to me, I'm like, okay, so like basically whatever you said just like went out of my head. So anyways, I am so glad that I went to my tutorial, And I think yesterday I was really struggling, so yesterday I don't even know if I would have gone. I'm a little bit upset because next Monday I have a lecture, and I haven't actually gone to any of the Monday lectures. The first Monday I couldn't go because of public holiday. Second time I went to a doctor's appointment, which was this week, and then next week, well, this weekend is Laneway. Laneway is on Sunday, and on Monday we're not going to be back in time for that, so I'm gonna miss it. But then the weekend after I have my lecture and then my tutorial immediately after, so I will be quickly doing that, and I will be doing both of them. That will be fine, and I'll be forcing myself to go even though it is my birthday the day before. But as for this weekend, I don't know what I'm gonna wear for Laneway. I have no idea. There's also a few things I'd like to get done before, because we are leaving tomorrow morning. Today's Friday. We're leaving tomorrow morning, so there's a few things I'd like to do tonight. So I really want to submit my TAFE assignment, and I really want to start like catching up on uni. Also, I paid attention in this lab and I wrote down everything, and even though like if I missed something that she said, like I was like, it's okay, like I can work it out later, but I just needed to keep going, because in the past if I miss something that the lecturer or lab person says, I will then just like give up because I'm like, I'm already behind. But this time I was like, it doesn't matter if I'm behind, it doesn't have to be perfect, I just have to get things down. So I was just writing down everything, and it was fun. We had to do like a few different things. We were learning about like perception and stuff. And also guys, the notes that I showed you were for a completely different thing. It essentially, like, there was PowerPoints that the guy uploaded, and I thought L was for lab, but L is for learning and P is for perception, and I thought it was P for PowerPoint, L for lab, and then I worked that out. But I did know that, and so essentially what I showed you had nothing to do with what we did. So today we will learn about After Effects, and well, we didn't learn about them, we already know them, but we went deeper into what After Effects are and everything to do with eyes, and we did a few little experiment things, and it was fun. Okay, it was actually fun, and I'm glad that I went. I do want to clean up a little bit because it's nothing to do with my room. What I will do in my room is I will vacuum the floor, because there's one of my blankets is very fluffy and it just, the fluff gets everywhere, so I'll do that. Then downstairs I'm gonna light a candle and clean everything, because like it's not bad by any means, like it's not bad, but it is stressing me out, and I would just like to get it done, or shower, or I'll do something. I'll do stuff. Okay, finish Bunny, because I've almost finished listening to Bunny. Start Broken Country, and then I would like to edit a video, a February TBR, get that uploaded today. I would also, yes, TAFE assignment, uni assignment, just do a whole bunch of things. I feel better. I want to do some journaling, because I'm getting back into journaling again. I was really good at the start of the year, and then I kind of fell off, and then same kind of thing. I was like, well, I missed one day, so like whatever, but I need to realize that like I just need to keep going and just keep trying. And then I think tomorrow morning or like late tonight I might think about my outfits, and so I do have like something in my mind. I don't know if it's the vibe of Laneway, but also I don't care. I'm going with a group of girls, so some of them, they can do the carrying of like the vibes. I don't even know what to wear. I'm just gonna go look for something that I already own. Now, this morning was a bit tumultuous. Things have gone well. It's amazing what like trekking across campus in the sun can do for you. I'm also thinking about like doing the fitness challenge thing that I briefly spoke about at the start of the week. Also guys, I'm gonna try really hard to be like very positive. I saw something where this guy said essentially that for like 2 weeks he didn't say anything negative in his mind, which I don't actually know how it's possible when all of my negative thoughts, it feels like they're just like in there. But I'm gonna try so hard to be positive. I'm trying, like, even the littlest things, I'm like, wow, like, I'm so lucky about this, whatever. So like, I'll just give you an example. My fuel economy in my car is pretty bad. And it's my own fault. Okay, it's my own fault because I take off too quickly and I need to be more gradual about things. Well, there were roadworks last night. When I say not roadworks, there was roadworks. And so obviously, instead of going 80, everyone had to go like 40 and 60, right? So that was annoying. But instead of me being like, oh my God, I just want to be home, and this is like just adding on extra, like I've just finished work, it's late at night, I want to be at home. Instead of that, I was thinking in my head, do you know what? I feel like I'm speaking very loudly. Also, the reason why that bottle is there is because we have more downstairs, but like that is the one that I take when I go to my boyfriend's house. But I'm not leaving it there because I don't want anyone else using it. And then if I leave it downstairs, then we're gonna use it. And it's like, no, that is like my specific one, so I have to keep buying more. Okay, that's why that's there. If anyone was, it's not for decoration, and there is actually stuff in there. And I'm not just like casually sipping on it before bed. Oh, it's all that just made me gag. But anyways, this I'm trying to be more positive because, yeah, so instead of like being annoyed by that, I was thinking, you know what, I am so grateful and so lucky that my fuel economy right now is amazing. The amount of fuel that I had in my tank, like, didn't, like, it literally stayed the same, like, the entire time. I think it went down, like, 1 kilometer because of just how good just doing 40 and 60 was the entire way. And, like, if it was 80, it wouldn't have done that. Do you know what I'm saying? So instead of being, like, annoyed, I was thinking, wow, like, isn't this so good? This is good for my fuel economy. And I am just, like, just trying to be, like, very positive about things. And then when I got to work, right, there were so many car spots. So I was like, oh, aren't I so lucky that, like, I have my car spot and I don't have to park on the roof. And it's not a situation. And I was just, you know, being very grateful and saying to myself, like, I'm so grateful for this and I'm so lucky, thinking things like that. Because, yeah, this guy said that for, like, 2 or 3 weeks, he spoke nothing but, like, positive thoughts and, like, said nothing but positive thoughts. And he said it was a transformative experience. And he really noticed his environment and he really noticed everything. And I do think that the world is all energy and stuff. And I do think, but I also think that a lot of affirmations and stuff, the way I like to think of it is I think it's like Spotto, you know. So Spotto is when you are looking for all the yellow cars, you're like, oh, Spotto, 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 and, like, you see them, okay? And whenever we'd play Spotto on the bus and stuff, I feel like we would just all notice yellow cars so much more than if you're not playing. And, like, yes, if you just, like, randomly see a yellow car, you're like, maybe, like, oh, Spotto, but, like, you're not actively looking for them, right? So I think, like, affirmations and being really positive and stuff, it's like, if you are constantly trying to look, and me, I'm trying to constantly look for things that prove that I'm very lucky and prove that I'm very grateful, then I'm going to keep finding things. And even small things that otherwise I, like, wouldn't, you know, pay attention to, or, like, whatever, like the car spot, right? Well, a few weeks ago, I would not have been able to find a car spot at that time. Traffic would have been so bad, and I would have had to, like, park on the roof and, like, walk for ages to get to my store, you know? So it's, like, little things like that. But if I wasn't paying attention, I probably wouldn't have, like, it wouldn't have registered in my mind and been like, oh, like, I'm so lucky that this occurred, you know? So I'm trying really hard, but yeah, he said it was a very transformative experience. I don't actually know why he only did it for 2 or 3 weeks, because it was in a comment. I think someone actually asked that, but I don't actually know why he stopped doing it. But I really do want to be more positive. I really want to, like, let go of the past because it's not healthy. I think there's lots of things in my camera roll that, like, I need to delete and, like, get rid of. I have a lot of, like, screenshots and, like, negative things. Would like to just move forward and have a clean slate. I'm not sure. Now I feel a bit sad now. See, I'm already feeling sad thinking about the stuff I have to get rid of. Maybe we can do that a little bit later. Maybe. Now I feel sad. Now I feel sad. This is terrible. Like, this is the whole point of, like, no, I need to be positive. I'm happy. I went to my lecture. It's sunny today. I have lemon water. I have aircon. I'm going to light a candle. Things are well. Things are very good. I'm very lucky. I live out of home. I'm able to do that. I'm able to afford to do that because of, first of all, how much I work, but also how much I have saved up. And I worked so much last year. I worked so much, and I did a lot last year, and yes, I was overwhelmed. But because I work so much, I now have a lot of money that, like, when I, like, if something terrible was happening, like, I would not be working for, like, I don't know, for ages. I would have money to be able to support myself. And I'm very lucky that I can say that, because it's very hard in this economy. I've rambled so much and I don't have much storage left, so I'm just, like, wasting storage. Whatever, but I do want to be really positive and maybe even a bit toxic positivity. I don't know. I'm a very, like, all or nothing kind of person, which I'm trying so hard to, like, not be, because it's okay sometimes, like, not be, you know, just not be all your best all the time and everything. I got given mangoes from a mango tree, and they're currently outside because they still need time to ripen, but they need, like, sun to ripen, so they're just outside. But, like, isn't it so lucky? I got free mangoes. So I have this candle. I'm gonna light it downstairs. Look at how cute that is. So make it smell nice down here. Okay guys, so I've almost finished this book, thank God. Now I am going to give, like, my proper thoughts and everything in the monthly wrap up, because I will actually be doing that, because I plan on reading lots of books this February. But I did want to read something out to you to just kind of, like, give you a vibe perhaps of this. So I'm going to read you out a little bit, and it won't make sense. It literally will not make sense out of context, but I just will. So if you don't want to see that, definitely, I accidentally just shut it. Definitely skip forward. It's okay. I remember it was page 444, because I'm being like, oh, Well, it's page 445 I'm going to read from, but I remember being like, oh, 444, that's an angel number. See, like, okay, that's Bunny, you're mine, my happy accident, the best and worst of my heart was shining there in the dog, like, watch the dog and move out, what? And so it went. I watched as they beat wildly at my reflections, at the cracking glass, their hands growing bloodier and bloodier, and whether 'twas me or themselves reflected in the glass, they seemed not to know any longer. I watched Goldie make out with her now shattered likenesses, even as she was screaming, insatiable, writhing perversely on the floor with giant shards of her own reflections. The mind witch, ecstatic with rage and blood, stabbing at her many faces with her many daggers, singing, love, love, love. Meanwhile, Murder Fairy, all of her, just stood there, watching the violences like I was. I wondered indeed if she was watching me, reader, the real me. All of her eyes seemed to be looking right at me, at my actual body in this cracking den of illusions. Suddenly she pulled out her thousands of axes, a sea of blades surrounding us all, her many hands gripping all of her faces, very solemn indeed. So like that's just like to show you. I finished it. I finally finished it. I'm so relieved I finally finished Bunny. Well, the We Love You Bunny. I don't know what to rate it. Like I don't even know what to say. I wrote a few notes down in my notes app. But yeah, my full thoughts and everything will be in my monthly wrap up because I need to sit with this for a bit and I need to compile all my thoughts. In the meantime, I am going to continue Broken Country because I'm in the middle of that. And then I might switch between Broken Country and the Sundown Motel because I've started both of them. And I would like to at least get through the ones I've at least started. Broken Country is next. Are all those like crime shows? It's always based on this guy's books, and they have them here. Like the ones where it's like the Runaway one, and like all those ones are all based on his stuff. They have the books. That is crazy. You can just like see directly in that. This place is insane. Okay guys, so we made it to the Airbnb. It is very nice, which I'll get to in a second, but yeah, essentially tomorrow is Laneway. I do have my outfit. I am borrowing this top and then going with this skirt. And then I have two glasses, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's necessarily the vibe, but like, I also don't care. Because yeah, I had to wear like a skirt like that for like different reasons. Anyways, being positive and like thinking that I'm so grateful and so lucky. First of all, the Airbnb, right, that we were supposed to have ages ago cancelled, and then we quickly found another place. And we found it, and then this morning it cancelled. This morning it cancelled because the previous residents, they destroyed the place so badly that it needed immediate maintenance. Okay, so it was like, okay, where are we gonna sleep? But then the people were like, okay, these are our other options like that you can stay in, and then the price won't be any different. Like whatever place you pick, it will just be the same price that you paid for the original place because it wasn't your fault that you couldn't be in there. So we got this one. And it's fancy. It is fancy in here. The scenery outside is insane. It's got a balcony. Literally, it would have been so much more expensive than what we paid. Like, there's no way. Like, this would have been like, there is no way. Like, what we paid originally would have not even been like a fraction of this. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, everything always works out. I'm like very lucky because like this place is nice, and it would have been so expensive. And so not in our budget. We got it for like what we were gonna pay because the people before us destroyed it so badly that like it needed maintenance immediately and we couldn't go in there. I don't know, I'll give you like a little tour. I showed you already like in our room and stuff, although our bathroom, it takes ever to drain, so like there was a mini flood. I realized I'll show you like other areas. It is quite literally like so nice. I'm not even kidding. Like, and I'll show you outside. See, like, look at that. Ah. Wait, no, no, no. Vlogmas check, first up today. It's raining. It's like 11 o'clock in the morning. So, anyways. Wait. Okay, we're on the train. I'm still in my poncho. It is very hot. I might actually take off my poncho. Wait, that's the hill. That's the hill that you can. Wait, is the rain actually gonna stop?
It's casual. It's only casual.
Guys, this person that I wrote the song about, I just ran into at a coffee shop, and I ignored him. Boy, I used to date boys, but I don't want to.
Actually, I have a story about that because this is just terrible. This is an update. I don't think we actually did a vlogmas in there. I'm devastated. So essentially, I was like, get me in contact with the cleaning crew. But see, I can manifest really good because then guess what? I saw people with dustpans and brushes, and I went up and I asked. I was like, please. He was like, no. And I was like, why not? And he was like, you don't have to do that. And I was like, I want to. Please let me do it. So he got me the dustpan and brush, and then he went away. And I did such a good job, and I cleaned up the entire area. But then so actually next year I'm getting on the cleaning crew.